Good Thursday morning to you, Show Nation. Let's jump right into Wednesday's baseball action. Starting out west in the American League, the A's totaled 13 hits as a team as they beat the visiting Rays 7-2. Luis Severino earned win number 7 this season, leading the Yankees to a win over Houston 4-3. He is among the AL leaders in wins. The Angels combined for a 4-hitter as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 6-2. The Seattle Mariners knocked out 12 hits as a team as they were winners over the visiting Rangers 8-5. They now have 5 straight wins. Chris Sale got the victory on the mound, throwing 8 strong innings and allowing only 1 earned run as the Red Sox were victorious over the Blue Jays 3-1. He is currently among the AL leaders in strikeouts. The Orioles combined for 4 total home runs as they bested the visiting Nats 8-4. Lucas Giolito got his second W of the season as the Chi Sox got the win over the Indians 3-0. Trevor Bauer came away with a loss on the mound despite striking out 13 batters in the game. The Kansas City Royals had 12 hits as a team as they grabbed the win over the visiting Twins 7-6. The Atlanta Braves completed a 3-game series sweep as they got the best of the visiting Mets 4-0. The St. Louis Cardinals launched 3 home runs as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 7-3. Brian Dunsing got the W and now has 5 this year, leading the Cubbies to a win over the Pirates 4-2. Alex Avila drove in 3 as the D-backs took care of the Reds 5-4. The Giants knocked out 10 hits as a team as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 7-3. The Phillies got 12 hits in this one as they embarrassed the Dodgers 8-2. Jose Torres grabbed the victory, his 4th of the year, leading the Padres past the Marlins 2-0. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll be back here tomorrow and all season long.
Now from a place that's seen its share of great moments through the years, a look at the Oakland Coliseum. Today it's the finale of this 4-game set between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Oakland A's. It's A's baseball, and it comes your way next. Andrew Triggs will be on the mound for Game 4. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA. That's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do If he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
And underway from Oakland as the first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball 1. And Dan Dero, these A's as they begin play here this afternoon, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, thanks, Matty V. Hey, you know what, Dero, this is one they'd like to win right here. They win the first game of the series, drop game 2, win game 3. They'd like to keep the momentum going here, Dero, win 2 in a row and win 3 out of 4 in this series.
Yeah, you want to definitely get a chance to win this series today. Play good baseball. You don't want to go on that seesaw. We'll give you one, we'll take one. They need to figure out a way to get it done today.
The 1-2. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out. And here's the starting lineup for the visiting Tampa Bay Rays. Danny, any thoughts?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to watch Kevin Kiermaier. Looking at the stat sheet, I was just blown away. He has 10 RBIs in his last 10 games. He's the guy you can't let beat you if you're on the other team, and we'll see if he can keep it up in this one.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Denard Span, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Our temperature at first pitch and even 70 degrees here this afternoon. The windup and the 0-1. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And this is into the alley for Span. Ought to be extra bases. Around second, Span. He's on his way to third. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
And this is what good major league hitters do with a pitch on the outer half. They don't try to do too much with it. Just square it up the best you can and drive it to the opposite gap. By the time the outfielders react and get to it, he's well on his way to third.
Up next for the Rays, Matt Duffy. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Comes set with the 0-1. Ripped down the first base line. But that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And this is on the ground for Lowry at short. Only play will be to first as we'll see our first run score here as this is a 1-0 ball game.
That's good hitting right there. Put the ball in play and let the guy trot home from third to put your team on the board. Good baseball.
And that'll bring up the power hitting middle infielder Ryan Schimpf as you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Changeup in for a strike.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high changeup, so I think he'll try to make an adjustment with the next one he throws.
Missed with a slider. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Hey, newsflash, guess where the next pitch is going after that ugly swing? I guarantee you he tries to get him to reach again.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So 1 run here on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Rays are in front, 1-0. Matt Andriese is the man on the mound for the 4th game of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, it's not easy to bunch anything together against this guy. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of under 1.10. So we may see some hit and run. We may see some bunting, and we may see some running, because if you want to lay around and try to get hits off this guy, that's not the right thing to do. One of the top pitchers in the game right now.
And a fastball just below the knees, ball one. And guys, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, they dropped another one last time out, and in fact they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, this series has been a little bit of back and forth, dropping the first one, finding a way to battle back, and then dropping the third one of this 4-game set. Let's see if they can find a way to tie this rubber game.
You know, Dero, this is one of those, if you could win game 4 of this series and walk away with a split, you almost feel like you won this series. This is a big one here today.
With that, let's look at the starting lineup for the hometown A's. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference in this game. He's really had a heck of a year in the power categories, slugging over 500 coming into this one. That means almost every time he's hitting the ball, he's hitting it hard somewhere. Should be fun to watch.
A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Back goes Kiermaier on the warning track. He makes the catch.
That was a pretty spectacular catch right there. A lot of guys mistime that jump because they're worried about the wall coming on. But he got it just right and hauled it in. Great stuff.
Next up for the A's, Jed Lowry. And he's been a tough out these past couple of weeks, as the numbers there tell you the whole story. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. The 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the A's. It remains 1-0. Here's C.J. Cron now. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night.
C.J. Cron.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. The windup and the 0-1. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. The 1-1 home is in there for the second strike. The 1-2. Chopped weakly to the left. Taken there by Lowry. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And guys, taking a look at this defense is going to have to be stout today. Starting pitcher with an ERA north of 5 usually spells some barrels being found by the opposition. So these guys better be on their toes in this one.
First offering on its way. And they'll start the at-bat with a sinker as this is chopped foul at the plate. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
0-2 is the count.
1 out, nobody on. Oh, 2 pitch is swung on and lifted in the air out to center field. Foul is there. 2 gone.
Batting 7, center fielder Kevin.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. Here's the first pitch to him. Sliders in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Line drive to left. And a dive in left, but he can't get it. It'll get by him toward the wall. He's around second now as they're still searching for it out there. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
And that's the chance you take when you lay out for a ball like that. You make the play and you're a hero on the highlight shows. You miss it and you're picking yourself up and chasing after it.
Here's Carlos Gomez as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Trying to cash in here in his first at bat with a runner at third and 2 gone. The 0-1 takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Hit hard up the middle, and that'll get by into center field for a base hit. As he arrives at second without a play, as also on the play, a run comes across to score.
And these guys are showing some consistency in the early going here. Got a run in the first inning, and this double ensures that they'll at least get a run here in the second.
Striding into the box, Adeiny Echeverria. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First delivery to him on the way. Breaking ball in for a strike. Way out in front.
Hey, 2 tough pitches right there and expect more of the same. With that guy standing out on second base, you don't want any RBI scoring right here. With that base open at first, he's going to grind out and try and get this guy to swing at something outside the zone.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Rays shortstop. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get it.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. A run for the Rays thanks to the RBI double. On to the bottom of inning number 2, and it's 2-0 Tampa Bay. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
Boy, good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
Here it comes. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
hit well on the ground to first. And that is through into right field for a single.
A nice leadoff single to start the second right there. They're already down. They got to find a way to stay on the attack and get back in this game. We'll see how they play it here.
Digging in the switch hitter, Ryan Baker. First at bat for him in this one, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark for the year. First pitch on its way. And a fastball just a bit up. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Fly ball out to straightaway left. Span is under it. One away.
Okay, here's how the Rays set up on defense today. And guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting as much as they can.
Now the A's designated hitter, Stephen Piscotty. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lays off 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Here's a strike.
1-1.
Olsen stands at first with one out. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
A lot of traffic hitting the base pass first and second with one out. I know you're looking for a double play ball, Dan.
No question about it. I think one of the things you like to do on a pitch is try to jump on him early before he gets settled in. So far, so good. First and second looks like a big inning could be brewing.
So that'll bring in the outfielder, Boog Powell. And that's in there. Base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third. So they're loaded now with only one away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets through and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
In now, Josh Begley. As he'll take a look at ball one. He looks to do some early damage with the bases loaded. Both the tying and go-ahead runs aboard. The 1-0 home. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
And he sends it the other way toward right center. On the move is Gomez. And a dive, but he can't pull it in out in right center. One run scored. And the second run will score as well.
You know, D-Row, even though we're early in this one, being down by 2, that's a huge base hit to tie things up.
Yeah, this offense won't quit, Dan. They're going to give their pitcher every chance. They were able to fight back and get it back to even. We got a new ball game on our hands.
Standing in now, Roberto Garcia, as he looks at a fastball on the inside corner for strike one. And he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
Hit on the ground out to short. He's got it. One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So 2 runs on 4 base hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd, and we are tied 2-2. Malik Smith the next to hit. As we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
Malik Smith.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. Garcia is there. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd.
Well, he was planning that before he even got in the box, and he got it down, but it wasn't quite good enough to put him on board.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Denard Span. He smacked a triple and later scored his first time around. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Shoots this one over to first. And that'll find its way into right field for a 1-out single.
Boy, there's another base hit, and this is just kind of like that gift that just keeps on giving, D-Roll. Both teams piling up the hits, and we're just in the 3rd inning.
A lot of execution from the offensive side on both sides.
Before the first pitch, a check at first, and the runner back easily. Into the box now, Matt Duffy, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Span, base runner at first with 1 out. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. And this one's in the dirt. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. Here it is. Line drive, base hit into the left center field gap. Span is on his way home. He'll score easily, as it's now a 3-2 ball game.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
Into the box, Ryan Schimpf. Slider, and it's off his glove, and it bounces away. And he'll make it to 3rd here on what will likely be ruled a passed ball. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Now a check swing here, but the home plate umpire says he went around and no argument, and it's 1-1. 1 out and a runner on 3rd. And that sinking fastball didn't sink, it stayed high.
Well, that sinker is normally a really important pitch for him, but it really hasn't been effective so far. It just looks kind of flat.
The 2-1. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
That grounder was hard hit, and sometimes the runner at 3rd will have to hold on a ball like that, but he was off on contact, and they opted to take the out at first instead.
In now, C.J. Cron. As he'll take a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Cron, 28 years old. He was a first-round pick back in 2011.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Behind 0-2 now. 2 out here and a runner at second.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Popped him up. Olsen has room in foul territory, and that retires the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Digging in for his second at bat, Steve Lombardozzi. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A changeup that just nips the outside of the zone.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And it's 1-2.
2 strikes.
This is skied into the air to straightaway center. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
Oh, and a highlight reel catch there, no doubt. He laid out to sacrifice his body, brought it in, and secured it all the way to the ground. You know his pitcher really appreciates an effort like that.
Here's Matt Joyce now. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1. Third inning here, already 4-2 our score. Pulled high in the air out to right field. On the move is Gomez. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the shortstop, Jed Lowry. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a high fastball for a strike. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk right here could at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, there's some pop on that on-deck circle.
A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count. Trying to send him packing for the second time. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. A's are gone in order. Still down by a count of 4-2. Matt Vasgersian back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac as Kevin Kiermaier settles in to start the inning. First offering on its way. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike one.
Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs and only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
Down the first baseline. And that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one. So another multi-hit game for him as he's aboard here in the top of the 4th inning. And that total is currently tops on the ball club through the first couple of months of the season. Here's Carlos Gomez. From the stretch. And there he goes towards second. He swings and misses. Throw down. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Well, this pitcher's out there just trying to get hitters out, and he's having a hard time doing that. So as a base runner, that's a good time to try to steal some bases. He's probably not as focused on controlling the running game as he should be.
Oh, 0-1 count and the pitch. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball. This year against right-handed pitching, Gomez hits a little over the 270 mark. Hot shot on the ground is short. Scooped up on the backhand. And he's safe.
You know, D-Row, as a pitcher, that can be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close, and he offered at it. I'm not sure right now, if I'm the pitcher, you could probably throw anything you want up there, and this guy's going to swing at it.
Here comes another 0-2. And he fouls this one off. We're in the 4th inning of a 4-2 ball game. Now this is on the ground at first. We'll see if they can get 2. The throw pulls him off the bag.
Well, it's really hard to complain about this one because that's one of the hardest double plays to turn. The first baseman has to deal with the runner headed to second, and he sometimes shields you from throwing where you want to make the throw. They should have made it, but that's a tough play all the way around.
Malik Smith the next to hit, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. No hits to this point. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
That's a great job of keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his hands not to overcommit.
Looped out toward third. Lombardozzi on to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third.
A bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. One run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
Stepping in now, Denard Span as he lines it out to center. Oh, and this kicks right off of him. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's now 6-2. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Boy, you know, in today's game, D-Row, pitches are being taught high velocity, go get ahead, strike one. Boy, that didn't work in that situation.
Yeah, and guys have such put-away pitches, Dan. You don't want to go super deep in the count. Find yourself with 2 strikes on you, and here comes a nasty slider or a nasty split finger. He had an approach right there. He wanted to use an ambush tactic, and it worked.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Span stands at second with 2 gone. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. Might have jammed him a little there as this is softly hit and foul off to the left. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit toward the right side. He'll get to this one deep in the hole. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and 1 man left on base. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Rays 6 and the A's 2. Striding in once again, Matt Olson. He singled his last time up.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Good swing, but a late one as it's fouled off to the left. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. Hit hard to the right side, but foul.
You can tell his eyes lit up at the plate right there. He was not able to control his emotions, stay up the middle, and keep that one fair.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Now the 3-2 pitch. Is hit very well to right. This one's hammered, and it's going to go. That one is gone. A solo shot that time for Matt Olson. 12 home runs for him now thus far. And with that, it's now a 6-3 ball game.
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers to work around this guy. I mean, he's hit 3 home runs against them in this series. What more do they need to see? 4, 5? Jeez, enough is enough.
Into the box now, Ryan Baker batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at-bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
And a check swing here, appealed down to third, but Matthew Ross says he held up ball 1. The 1-2. A fastball that just misses inside.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in. Make him prove he can adjust before you do.
Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2. Stephen Piscotty will be next. 3 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error on the Oakland line score. Pulled toward right center field. Gomez has a read on it. 1 away.
Now batting.
And while we have a moment, here's a look at the Rays Road to the Show report. 2 guys there that this organization has to be happy about right now. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Stephen Piscotty. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. And a ball 1-0.
Ball 1, no strike.
Three runs, 5 hits, and 1 error on the Oakland line score. Swing and a liner, but foul. The big curveball just misses, apparently. Ball 2.
That turns out to be a good take on that front door breaking ball, but you have to wonder if that pitch buckled him at all. That was really close to clipping the inside corner.
Line drive to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the 2nd out.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
So that'll bring in the outfielder, Boog Powell, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. This is flared out towards second. Oh, and he misses it. Not particularly graceful there, and as a result, he'll be slapped with an E4 on the play. Now at the plate, Josh Begley. He was able to plate 2 with a base hit in his first appearance. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. But the A's get one back thanks to the solo home run. We played 4. It's now 6-3. And that'll bring up the power hitting middle infielder Ryan Schimm. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
Ryan Schimm.
Here's the first pitch to him. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Baker is over. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the first baseman, C.J. Cron.
Here's C.J. Cron now. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat. And they'll start things out with a changeup here, but this is a bit too tight. It's ball 1. The 1-0 home. Skied into straightaway right. Joyce is there. And he makes the catch for the 2nd out. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. 0 for 2 for him so far. He's flied out and popped out. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one right down Main Street.
Stuff has never been a problem with this pitcher. It's execution and location that has always been his bugaboo. And that's exactly what happened here. I know he's ahead 0-1, but he's finding the heart of the plate way too often.
Ball one. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Drilled on the ground is short. Lowry's got it. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Rays go in order, 1-2-3. They still lead it 6-3. Leading off the inning, Roberto Garcia, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Roberto Garcia.
First delivery to him on the way. A curveball that catches the inside corner.
Love that pitch right there, and he executed it perfectly. A big arcing curveball that starts at the batter's hip and then just bends onto the inside corner. A lot of hitters have a tendency to open up way too early, and they can't make good contact on that pitch.
Bounce it to the left side. Echeverria's there. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, one away.
Number 22, second baseman,
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Steve Lombardozzi. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line towards center field. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
You know, D-Row, I'm not sure if you're one of those superstitious guys, but a 13-game hitting streak seems like a pretty good number for this guy.
Yeah, that's the old baker's dozen right there. We're almost looking at 2 weeks of just sleeping like a baby. You're going to hear me reiterate this throughout this streak. I can't tell you, when you're swinging the bat like this, your food tastes better, your wife gets prettier, everything is just working.
Here comes the first pitch. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. Here's a strike.
1-1.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Here's Jed Lowry now.
Shortstop, Jed Lowry.
He's set, and the pitch. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. Action in the Rays' pen now as they've got a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. One and 1. Here it comes. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Gomez. He can't get to it. This one's down. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away.
Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft contact is finding holes there.
He's making it nearly impossible for a pitcher right now. Up, down, in and out, hard, soft. Anything you throw forward to home plate, this guy seems to somehow be able to find a hole.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. He's got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
And he's one of those guys that they really rely on to come through in spots like this, Matt. Second on the team and runs batted in.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. Two and 0 now.
Well, you know, giving up 3 straight hits is bad enough, but now it looks like he's starting to nibble a little bit. It's hard not to when you're getting hit, but you don't want to put yourself at bad counts.
Now the 2-0. High in the air out to center field. Kiermaier's got a read on it. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third.
That's a spot right there as a pitcher where you'll trade an out for a run anytime. Bases loaded, and only one run scores on the sacrifice fly.
Into the box, Ryan Baker, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now it's 2-0.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
The 2-0 gets him to chase a ball out of the zone for the first strike.
Trying to do way too much up there for what I can tell. He knows that's a big run standing there at third, but that swing was way out of control. You still have to stay within yourself and look for your pitch.
Called strike 2 as he locks him up there. Working for the punch out and the offering. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Hard hit at third. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. A's have to settle for just the 1. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Rays are out in front, 6-4. J.J. Tierney will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year.
J.J. Tierney.
Ready once again, Kevin Kiermaier. 2 for 2 with a triple on his batting line to this point.
Kevin Kiermaier.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The 1-0. In front of the changeup there as this is chopped foul at home plate. The 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. One and 2, here it comes. Curveball, strike 3 called, and he didn't like it, but there's the first out.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
In now, Carlos Gomez. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. The 1-0 home. Finds the zone, strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit in the air to center field. Howell's under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, third baseman, Adeiny Echeverria.
Ready for another chance. Adeiny Echeverria, 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Missed with a slider. 2 out, nobody on. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. 1-1. Popped up. Olson over to his right. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the Rays. They're up 6-4. Chaz Rowe enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 52, Chaz Rowe.
Digging in to try it again, Stephen Piscotty. He'll be the one to start things out for Oakland in their half of the 6th inning.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Popped him up. Prone in foul ground. He's got it one away.
Now batting, center fielder.
Digging in once again, Boog Powell. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. First delivery to him on the way. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. And action now in the Tampa Bay pen as it looks like a right-hander's begun to get loose. 1 out, nobody on. Ball and a strike.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
Driven nicely into the gap. He's around first, heading for 2. And this will get all the way out toward the 388 sign. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
As we take another look here, you can see it's a two-seam fastball running away from him at the plate. So he does the smart thing, not trying to pull it or just rolling over it, just goes with it and has enough juice on it to drive it for a double.
Stepping in now, Josh Phegley, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. Hit this one hard the other way, and that's through. A base hit. Powell rounds the corner and is headed home. Safe at the plate. And the deficit is down to only 1 now.
Hey, with that base hit right there, that's his 3rd run batted into the game.
Yeah, he's the reason, Dan, they're even in this one to begin with. He's kept his team together with a great approach, finding his 3rd RBI of the day.
Standing in now, Roberto Garcia, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And that one just missed outside. Phegley, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
Swing and a liner. Foul.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next man.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Into the box now, Steve Lombardozzi, as it's on the ground toward the hole. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his 2nd base hit of the game. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May.
Dero, he's been locked in from day 1 of this season. It's continuing right now.
Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
Dan Jennings comes on now, and this move will force the switch hitter to bat from the right side.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any doubt about that, Matt. They want the lefty-lefty matchup, and that's usually the right move, but we'll just have to see how this plays out.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Fastball called for strike 2.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in the dirt.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Fouled away. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Dribbled to the right side. Throw in time, and the side is retired. A's have to settle for just the 1. We're through 6 full. It's the Rays 6 and the A's 5. Back here at the Coliseum in Oakland. We're in the 7th with the Rays out in front, and let's get you caught up with our game summary for the first 6 innings. Malik Smith the next to hit. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Changeup in for a strike.
Hey, when one of your better pitches is the straight changeup, you can't be afraid to throw it at any count and at any time. And hey, first pitch, if they're going to take it for strike 1, they're going to give it to you. Go ahead and throw it.
Line towards center field. But this is unfortunately right at him in center field as he takes it in for the first out. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Denard Span hoping to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance. Here comes the first pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. And now a slider in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone now.
The batter, number 5. Matt.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Matt Duffy. He was a ground out victim last time up. First delivery to him on the way. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
Well, that 2-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Ball 2.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
And this is on the ground for Lowry at short. Scooped up. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Rays go in order, 1-2-3. They lead it, however, it's 6-5. Striding in once again, Jed Lowry will be the man to lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Takes a knee-high fastball.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. And that'll be a base hit. So right away, the possible tying run is aboard to start the bottom of the 7th.
You can't ask for anything more than getting a leadoff man on right there. Brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'd be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
He's set. Here it comes. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike. Here's a pop-up now. Echeverria calls for it. 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Ryan.
So a big moment here, and standing in, Ryan Baker. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Lowry leads off first with 1 away. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Well, he might be feeling a little bit of a sting there, but he can take comfort in knowing that he represents the go-ahead run. That could turn out to be a huge hit by pitch.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. 1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Here it comes on 1-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Coming in is Gomez. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out. Daniel Hudson trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Tampa Bay.
Luke Powell will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. First offering on its way. A high fastball is in there. Here's the 0-1 from Hudson. Hit hard on the ground to second. And a sliding attempt at second, but he can't corral it, and that ought to be a base hit. He's in there at the plate. And this ball game is tied here in the 7th.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable. He's able to get that knock in that big spot.
In now, Josh Fegley, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. Hit to short. Fielded cleanly, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. A's have to settle for just the 1. 8th inning coming up, and we are all even at 6 apiece. And And that'll bring up the power-hitting middle infielder Ryan Schimm. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better. Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 home is looked at for ball number 2. Just off the inside part of the plate. It's 3-1.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
Here's C.J. Cron now. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Yusmeiro Petit is on to pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
Number 36, Yusmeiro Petit.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Here comes the 0-1. Now a cut fastball, but that doesn't threaten the zone. It's even at 1. Go ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. Olsen is over, and he puts it away for the first down.
Now batting, catcher.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. In previous matchups with Yusmeiro Petit, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. First pitch coming. Here it is. Grounder down the line at third. But this is foul for the first strike. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. In the dirt, and now let's see. And a very big mistake, as that'll move the possible go-ahead run into scoring position. And the indication from the dugout comes, it looks like they're going to put him on intentionally, so that'll set up the double play possibility with one away.
The center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
Stepping in, Kevin Kiermaier. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
Hey, when you're in a tough spot right there, that's an excellent job by the pitcher to get ahead 0-1. He has now got this offensive player on the defensive.
A swing, and he pulls it down the line and deep. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. And he just misses with a curveball.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
And here's a swing and a miss. And that, folks, is a big out number 2.
Big strikeout for the second out there, but he's not out of it yet. We'll see if he can feed off that K, wiggle out of the jam, and keep this game tied.
Here's Carlos Gomez, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope, that's a ball.
And the changeup is way low that time.
This is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from him a little, so we'll see how he deals with it.
Ball and a strike. Johnson at second. Ramos on at first with 2 down. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
Wow, what makes it so tough to be a hitter is to be able to hit and change his speeds, right? You're geared up for the fastball, and all of a sudden, he pulls the string and throws you the straight change, the dreaded equalizer.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Looking up is Joyce. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field as they jump ahead by 3.
You think it's easy to be a pitcher at this level? Well, when the number 8 hitter takes you deep, you know there's no such thing as an easy out.
Now batting, third baseman, Jamie Echeverria.
Here's Echeverria now. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. In previous matchups with Yusmeiro Petit, he's 0 for 9. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
A knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Baker moves over, and that retires the side. One more look at the big blow for the Rays. Micah Johnson will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here.
Now playing second base, number 7, Micah Johnson. Now pitching for
New pitcher set to take over now. It's the right-hander Sergio Romo that gets the call. Ready for another shot now. Roberto Garcia. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Fastball down near the shoe tops. The 1-0 is fastball taken high for a ball. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Two balls and a strike to count. Now the 2-1 is strike 2 swinging. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Kiermaier on the run. But he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And he will get there as the A's have themselves a leadoff double.
Managers these days like to think of that 9-hole hitter as the second leadoff man, and he plays the role pretty well right here. Gives the leadoff double, and now he gives the real leadoff man a chance to bring him home.
Stepping in now, Steve Lombardozzi, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. It's 2-1 to the A's leadoff batter. A runner at second, nobody out. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, tying run on deck. He should get something really good to hit right here in a 3-1 count. I'd be sitting on a fastball middle in.
Here's the 3-1. Bat explodes as this has popped up. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first down.
Up next for Oakland, right fielder.
Next up for the A's, Matt Joyce. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. The 1-0. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Hit sharply on the ground. Johnson right there. And there's out number 2.
The batter, number 8, shortstop.
Jed Lowry now. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
Here's the first pitch to him. Sliders in for a strike.
Hey, I have no problem with that take right there. Reliever coming in. You haven't seen this guy for a while. Gives yourself a chance to calibrate what he's got.
Comes set and the 0-1. 1-1. The 1-1 is taken for strike 2. And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. Garcia at third with 2 away. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 left for Oakland. They don't make any headway. Still down 9-6. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Malik Smith. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Baker moves over, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Up next for the Rays, Denard Span. In previous matchups with Yusmeiro Petit, he's 0 for 5. First delivery to him on the way. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Back goes Joyce to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Matt Duffy. He was a ground out victim last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. Here comes the 0-1. A good pitch there on 0-1 as this is hit fouled over to the right side. Strike 2 now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. So they breeze through this half of the inning. So nothing in the Tampa 9th. Last chance now for the A's. They've got work to do, down 9-6. Alex Colomé comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 37, Alex Colomé.
Striding in to start the 9th, Matt Olson, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, not impossible, but highly improbable. Even when you're at home to score 3 runs off a closer like this guy, they've got the work cut out for him.
In there at the knees, strike 1.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Ooh, tough to lay off there, but it's called the ball 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a breaking ball down and in here as he's got to hop out of the way there. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Swinging a soft liner, and this will get taken in at first for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, designated hitter.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Bruce Maxwell will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the bases empty.
Maxwell.
And he lays off there, 1-0. That average at 291 to start the day. Still without a home run and 4 RBIs. In for a strike, it's 1-1. 1-1, here it comes. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Last strike now for Oakland. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he pulled the string a bit too sharply there on a curveball as it's down around the shoe tops. The 3-2 pitch. And he lays off, ball 4. So he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them. And that never-say-die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
Coming to the plate now, Boog Powell singled home a run in his last time up. Matt Chapman will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Number 26. Chapman.
From the stretch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Chapman, the runner at first with 2 gone. And there's a called strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first 2 pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if the pitcher doesn't go right back to that spot.
And he'll check his swing here. Did he go around? Yes, and the ball game is over.
Good job there to slam the door for the win, and they finished the month with a bang, just the way you want to.
9-6, the final tally in this one. Tampa Bay crossed the plate 3 times in the 8th, helping propel them to the win. Daniel Hudson earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Alex Colomé records the save, his 14th. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
The final line score.